You know how everyone says thin is in? Well, what if your next phone was thinner than a pencil? Seriously. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to channel. We're talking about two of the thinnest smartphones ever made, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge and the iPhone 17 Air. But here's the catch. One of them comes loaded with features. The other? It's more like tech on a diet. Which one actually delivers? And which one is just thin for the sake of being thin? Let's dive in, because this comparison might completely change how you think about what makes a phone worth it. So, I got the full retail unit of the Galaxy S25 Edge right here in my hand. It's gorgeous. And in the other hand, a dummy model of the iPhone 17 Air. It's not final hardware yet, but we're already seeing some major signs of Apple heading in a totally new direction. Let's talk about how thin these phones really are. The Galaxy S25 Edge, just 5.8 millimeters. You could almost slice cheese with it. It's absurd. The iPhone 17 Air comes in at 5.9 millimeters. So technically thicker, but here's the thing. The iPhone's curvy edges make it feel thinner in the hand. That's something a spec sheet won't tell you, but your fingers will. For reference, Samsung's flagship Ultra model is 8.2 millimeters thick. That makes the S25 Edge about 30% thinner. That's not just a design tweak. That's a full-on engineering flex. But when you go that thin, what do you lose? Let's start with materials. The S25 Edge uses a titanium frame and the latest Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2 on the back. It's sleek. It's premium. It feels futuristic. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to use a blend of titanium and aluminum. Lighter, yes, but maybe not quite as tough. Still, Apple knows how to make devices feel solid. So I'm not too worried. Now, check this out. Samsung went bold with the design. Flat edges, minimal camera bump, no nonsense. The iPhone 17 Air, on the other hand, looks shockingly minimal. Just one camera, dead center in a rectangular island. It's clean. Almost too clean? Let's talk displays. The S25 Edge has a 6.7-inch AMOLED screen, 120Hz refresh rate, and a jaw-dropping 2,600 nits of brightness. That's ultra-level brightness on a much thinner phone. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to have a 6.6-inch panel, also 120Hz, and likely around 2,000 nits. Still bright, but not quite S25 Edge bright. Here's where Samsung dropped the ball a bit. No anti-glare coating this time. That's something Apple might include, and if you've ever tried using your phone in direct sunlight, you know how big that difference can be. All right, now, cameras, and this is a big one. The Galaxy S25 Edge, dual rear cameras, a massive 200MP main sensor, the same one from the S25 Ultra, and a 12MP ultra-wide that also does macro shots. That's serious flexibility. The iPhone 17 Air, just one rear camera. A 48MP sensor, probably similar to the one from the iPhone 16. No ultra-wide, no macro, no telephoto. If you're the kind of person who loves options, cropping in, switching to wide angle, snapping close-up shots, Samsung wipes the floor here. It's not even close. But Apple's playing a different game, and it shows on the front camera. The iPhone 17 Air is rumored to have a brand new 24MP front-facing sensor. Meanwhile, the S25 Edge has a 12MP selfie cam for video calls, vlogs, or just a perfect Instagram story. Apple might take the crown here. Performance-wise, both phones are beasts. The Galaxy S25 Edge is rocking the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 Elite for Galaxy chip, paired with 12GB of RAM. It's smooth, fast, and very efficient. The iPhone 17 Air will be powered by Apple's A19 chip, also with 12GB of RAM. Apple's tight hardware-software integration always gives them an edge in real-world fluidity, especially in gaming and app transitions, so expect both phones to fly. Now, let's get into the real issue with thin phones: battery life. The S25 Edge has a 3,900 mAh battery. That's smaller than the S25 Ultra's 5,000 mAh. And yes, you will feel that difference. Power users, beware. The iPhone 17 Air's battery capacity hasn't been confirmed yet, but there's a twist. Apple is reportedly using silicon carbon battery tech. That's next-gen stuff. It could mean more power and less space. If it's real, and that's a big if, Apple might pull off strong battery life without making the phone thick. Also, they're rumored to launch a custom smart battery case just for the 17 Air, which kind of tells you Apple knows people might need extra juice. Charging speeds? Samsung holds steady with 25W wired and 15W wireless. Apple might bump things up to 35W wired and 25W MagSafe. That's a win for the Air if true. Now, prices. This one gets spicy. The Galaxy S25 Edge comes in at around £1,099, but Samsung's offering a sneaky good pre-order deal. Double storage, 512 gigabytes, for the same price. That's huge value. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to launch around £949. That's less, but remember, you're getting fewer features. It's a leaner experience, literally and figuratively. So where does that leave us? If you want the full smartphone experience, big camera, killer display, great build, packed into a thin body, the Galaxy S25 Edge is your pick. If you're deep in the Apple ecosystem, want a clean aesthetic, and maybe care more about front-facing features and battery innovation, the iPhone 17 Air might surprise you. But I want to hear from you. Would you give up camera features and battery size just to own the thinnest iPhone ever? Or does Samsung's balance of design and power win your vote? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if this helped you or got you hyped for what's coming, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dive tech content just like this.